Hey everybody, it's Aaron and welcome back to the House of Aaron. All right, you guys, welcome back to the House of Aaron, where we talk news, celebrity, hot topics, and politics. Okay, so Monday I was not here because honestly, there was literally nothing to talk about. Okay, I woke up Monday morning, got ready for my day. I was like, okay, let me see what I can make a video on. I'm searching the internet and it's like boring. Like it made me want to go back to sleep. Like there was literally nothing to talk about. Nothing happened over the weekend that was like super amazing. So I did not have a video on Monday, but today is Tuesday and guess what? We're gonna have a video for you guys today. I am super excited because we have an array of topics that we are gonna talk about. First up, we're gonna talk about Iggy Azalea and T.I. We just gonna get into all the things that's going on with them. We're also gonna talk about this weird ass relationship between Donald Trump and Kanye West. It's pissing me off, okay, if you haven't guessed it already. And we also gonna be talking about Tasha K, okay? She's exposing all y'all raggedy ass bitches coming up with fake tea. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's get started. All right, first up is Iggy Azalea versus T.I. Okay, so T.I. he's in the news all the time because he wants to be a social justice warrior. He wants to be an elitist when it comes to the hip hop culture. He just wants to be in every conversation. Every time, somebody dies due to police brutality, he's in the conversation. Every time some hip hop artist becomes successful or wins a Grammy or does anything, he's in the conversation. Every time one of these top 50 lists gets released on the internet, God knows who makes those dumbass lists, T.I. is always in the conversation. And now that he has this show on Netflix, Rhythm and Flow, I'm giving him all this free promotion for his shit. He has a show with Cardi B, Chance the Rapper. They're trying to find the next hip hop star, Rhythm and Flow on Netflix. Now that he has that, now that he has Expeditiously, okay, on, his podcast, he is all over the news. He's always saying something. He always has his hand in something and it's pissing me off, okay? T.I. Now, I was going to get on here and talk mess about you. I was really gonna go in on you, but then I saw his interview with the View ladies and it made me kind of soften my opinion about T.I. I feel like he's actually smart. Like when it comes to the Jay-Z and NFL situation, I actually agree with T.I. on a lot of things. He's like, hey, let's just see what happens. We need to take a step forward. We need to allow change to happen. We need to infiltrate the system. And I'm like, you know what, T.I., you're actually making sense. But then he goes on platforms like The Breakfast Club to diss Iggy Azalea, okay? So if you haven't known already, if you've been living under a rock for the past, 6 or so years, back in the day, maybe like 2013, 12, 13, 14, around that era, Iggy Azalea was discovered and signed by T.I. Okay, T.I. signed her, put her on Grand Hustle. I guess she was the first lady of Grand Hustle. I don't really know. And T.I. thought that he had found a gold mine. He thought that he had found the white Nicki Minaj. Okay, he thought the bitch was gonna blow up, which she did. Okay, Iggy Azalea was everywhere with that song "Fancy" with Charlie XCX, who I love. Charlie XCX, I went to her concert. It was everything. But she blew up with Fancy. She was at the American Music Awards, stealing the awards from Nicki Minaj. Everybody was mad because it's like, okay, who was this white girl trying to infiltrate our culture, trying to steal our awards and steal this? Like she was winning awards over like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, okay? People were upset. But the bitch was climbing the charts. Like she was successful. Her song went #1. So with that being said, now that Iggy Azalea has kind of fallen off, she's kind of been shunned out of hip hop. People really don't like her. A lot of people hate on her. Iggy Azalea is the, I think, black sheep of female rap. I mean, she is. And I hate to use the term black sheep because she white, but whatever. But she's the black sheep of female rap. People don't fuck with her like how they did when she had first came out. Of course, T.I. went on The Breakfast Club to explain why he was so embarrassed that he had ever signed Iggy Azalea and how it was the biggest blunder of his career. This, that, and the third. Her raps used to be good because she had writers and whatnot, and now she doesn't, so now she's whack and all this type of stuff. T.I., really? Check this clip out.
When she found out white people liked her and she didn't really need black people to like her anymore, she switched up, started acting different, made moves that I wasn't proud of, that kind of placed my reputation in the line of fire. And she was very arrogant about it, you know what I mean? And I feel like that energy, led to motherfuckers like, we ain't fucking with that. Right. And also outside of when, like, the raps were dope at first. You know what I mean? Of course she had.
So yes, T.I. just went in, and I'm just like, damn, T.I., like, why do you dislike this girl so much? And mind you, I feel like he never, when he was like, she was doing stuff that I wasn't really feeling the vibe. To me, that's BS. Okay, I'm calling BS on that, because what are the specific instances? What did Iggy Azalea specifically do that you did not like? Because to me, it is not clear and it's not concise, because from the outside looking in, it looks like you're just going in on her because she's not popular anymore. Because when her song was #1 and she was winning American Music Awards and everybody loved her, everybody was like, oh my God, who is this white girl? Okay, who sounds black from Australia? When everybody was infatuated with Iggy Azalea, you had nothing bad to say. Now that she's down in the trenches and don't nobody really like her, you have everything to say. Personally, I like Iggy Azalea. I'm always down for the underdog. Anybody that I feel like has been an outsider, someone who has been shunned from the industry, I always root for them, because I always like to see underdogs win. And Kiara is calling me. Okay, Kiara, I'm gonna have to call you back, girl, because we doing House of Aaron. But yes, so Iggy Azalea did respond on Twitter. She said, when will this guy shut up? The only song you ever were a part of making was 100. Thank you for that. But you were not a part of the creative or executive process of that album, which is why I've always taken issue with you trying to approximate yourself with its success. I guess another thing T.I. was saying was, you know, he was the creative behind it and he wrote and he did this, that, and the third. And Iggy is saying, dude, you only helped with one song. Like, what's thesis? T.I., get off her dick. Like, you are on it so hard and so heavy, and you don't have to be. You are dissing Iggy Azalea because it's easy to diss Iggy Azalea. It's kind of like the Nicki Minaj hate train. Nicki Minaj is not as popular as what she used to be, okay? She's not as hot. Cardi B is coming along. You got Cash Doll, you got Dream Doll, you got Asian Doll, you got Saweetie, you got now you got Doja Cat and Rico Nasty and the other girl, Rhapsody, all these Tierra Whack. Okay, you got all these girls now coming for the spot. Nicki is not as hot as she once was a couple of years ago, and now it is easy and popular to diss Nicki Minaj, and I think that's exactly what T.I. is doing. It is easy and popular to diss Iggy Azalea. Just take that as a part of your journey. That was a huge artist that you signed. Her song went #1. She got an awards. Take that, run with it, and stop talking about it. It's old. Leave Iggy Azalea alone and stop bullying her, because y'all really be doing the most when it comes to her. All right, moving right along. Speaking of rappers, Kanye West, okay? So I have avoided talking about Kanye West because I'm honestly over him, okay? I don't believe in cancel culture and all that stuff and, shipping people off into nowhere land to never be found again. But Kanye West has consistently showed me time and time again that he cannot be trusted, that he's not in his right mind. The Kardashians have stole his brain and put something else in there to replace it. He has shown me that he doesn't really like black people. And it's ironic because he was the main one talking about, oh, Bush doesn't like black people. No, Kanye West, you don't like black people. And for him to have this cozy relationship with Kanye West is extremely suspicious. It's extremely concerning, and I just don't fuck with it. So I don't care if he's a Christian now. I don't care if now he wants Kim Kardashian to dress modestly. I don't care if he wants to do gospel music, if he wants to go down the street to New Birth Missionary Baptist Church and preach all night and all day long. I don't care what he does. I do not mess with Kanye West, okay? With that being said, I did see a clip of the Sunday service, and it actually was not that bad. Like, the choir was getting it, okay? I'm a church boy. I grew up in that, culture. And that choir was just, I will give the choir their props because they did the damn thing. But you have Kanye West getting a lot of praise, and a lot of praise from the president of the United States, Agent Orange, okay, aka Donald Trump. And I'm just going to read you the tweet that Donald Trump said, because this is very concerning to me and I'm not here for it. So Donald Trump, oh no, this is Donald Trump Jr. Okay, not only is Donald Trump, okay, cozy with the goddamn, Kanye West, but you have Donald Trump Jr. This is about his album. He tweeted about the album Jesus is King, which I won't be listening to. Okay, so he says, Kanye West is cracking the culture code. Okay, Donald Trump Jr., what the hell do you know about anything about a culture and a code? He said Kanye West is cracking the culture code. Kanye West's new album, Jesus is King, is the epitome of fearless creativity and dangerous unapproved ideas. Leftists always try to silence those who are speaking truth. They're waging a war on our family and culture. Kanye is a pioneer. Okay, so if you have Donald Trump Jr., everybody else in the White House vouching for this album and vouching for this man, that concerns me. Have we not forgotten that these people have locked up Hispanic children in cages at the border? And you're telling me that I am supposed to listen to an album review from this idiotic, maniacal, crazy son of a gun and take his word that this album is the epitome of the culture? What do you know about the culture? Okay, Kanye West has gone so deep off the rails that it's no coming back for me. Okay, when he did Life of Pablo, I was like, okay, you know, you're kind of pissing me off because you want to go in on Taylor Swift unwarranted, because that whole Taylor Swift situation I thought was BS. I don't think Taylor Swift would agree to you calling her a bitch and saying, oh, I slept with her and I made this bitch famous and da da da. I don't think she did that. I think y'all tricked her into saying yes to something, but it wasn't yes to that, okay? Kanye and Kim, they're frauds. She's done so many things, talking about the slaveries, how, oh my God, why did the slaves stay in one place to get caught up in a net? Or saying that, oh, after 100 years, slavery seems like a choice to me. I could never support someone who says that my ancestors, okay, the people that I come from, chose to be in slavery, chose to be slaves. Where do they do that at? Nowhere. Okay, Kanye West is a dumbass. He literally is a dumbass and had the nerve to go on national television while they was raising money. I don't know if it was Hurricane Katrina. I think it was Hurricane Katrina. Raising money for the victims, okay, on a telethon. And you had the nerve to call out George W. Bush for some shit that you are guilty of as well. Kanye West, you do not care about black people. You do not care about the gospel or Christian community. You don't care about the church. I don't even think do you even read the Bible? Kanye West doesn't care about you guys. He is trying to make a buck. He is trying to save himself. He wants you guys to accept him again, and it's not working. And he wants to, wage this war against, groupthink. And he wants to do all this stuff talking about we need to, think freely. You can be a Republican. You can love Trump. Yeah, you can be a Republican and you can love Trump. But guess what? Trump is racist. So what does that make you? And that's just that on that, okay? That's just that on period. Moving right along. Tasha K exposes all y'all raggedy ass hoes for coming up with fake tea. Now, this happened probably like more than a week ago. And I didn't speak about it because I'm not a clout chaser. I'm not trying to get clout off of talking about other YouTubers. But it is my job to talk about the shit that I care about. And this is something that I was glued to the screen to. And guess what? I'm going to talk about it. So I don't really care. If you don't know, Tasha K, the blogger, big blogger, breaking news, breaks all the celebrity stories on YouTube. She has a protege. His name is Storm Monroe. Which he is really messy. Okay, he's like the male version of Kaya, like just roasting people, and it's just like, I'm not a fan of roasters because I just don't find it funny to roast people. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that type of comedy, that type of commentary is not funny to me. It just comes across as mean-spirited. But anyways, I guess that's just a preference. I'm not a fan. I guess Armand Wiggins is kind of the same thing. He's sensible sometimes, and then he goes into this mode where he just wants to roast everybody and everything, and it's just not cute. But anyways, Storm and Tasha had this guy on the phone, okay? This guy named Trey. Trey was a regular caller on the Armand Wiggins show. Armand Wiggins is also a commentator on YouTube, okay? Trey was a regular caller. He would call in, and recently he was calling in to spill all this tea about blogger Tasha K, about how her home was in foreclosure, about how her husband had, cheated and had a baby on the way, all this different stuff. She had a CPN, said a lot of disgusting things about her child, and all of these things. Turns to find out, Storm Monroe and Tasha K exposed that ass, okay? And had the caller, Trey, had the caller onto Storm's show, bomb rushed him, okay, with Tasha K, put Tasha K and Trey on the phone together, and Trey finally admitted that it was all fake, it was all a hoax, it was all a setup, it was not real, okay? And guess who was behind this setup, okay? Why would Trey, this YouTube watcher, call into the Armand Wiggins show and start spilling all this fake tea on Armand's show. Why would he do that? Why? Who set him up to do this? Well, you guessed it. Armand Wiggins set him up to fake expose Tasha K with all this fake tea, okay? But not only did he do that, okay? That's the obvious answer. There's also a co-conspirator, and her name is Candace from Daytime Tea Time, okay? Candace from Daytime Tea Time, if you don't know, she's like another, commentator. She kind of reminds me of Lovely T, with the whole cartoon, and they didn't used to show their faces at first, but now they are. I don't know. But yeah, so Daytime Tea Time, who I am surprised at, because I guess she's supposed to be this Christian lady. She's very buttoned up, very, PC, politically correct. She's very like, I kind of like her. She's kind of cool. I don't know. I like the way she moves. Her personality is like, it's a little bit dry. But, for the most part, I don't she hasn't done anything that I've seen to make me dislike her. Like, she's cool, whatever. Apparently, her and Armand Wiggins set this man up to call into his show and spill all this fake tea on Tasha K. This is crazy. Not only because you're tearing down a black woman. I don't know what Tasha K did to Armand. I don't know what Tasha K did to Candace from Daytime Tea Time. I don't know what she did. But they set out to destroy her character, destroy, everything that she's built, destroy her likelihood. They just wanted to tear her down. That's just on period. Like, why else would you try to fake tea, really? And then that's just dangerous as a whole for the whole YouTube gossip, celebrity hot topics community. Because if we start making up fake tea, then it's like you lose your credibility. Like, not that we have a lot of credibility to begin with, because a lot of y'all don't have journalism degrees. A lot of y'all aren't journalists. A lot of y'all don't do your due diligence. So y'all don't have a lot of credibility to begin with, but you're hurting your credibility when you start making up fake tea. And the reason why I know that him making up all this stuff is factual and actual is because Armand, after they exposed his ass, Armand or Candace have not said a peep, have not said a word, okay? Usually he will go on a live in a quick hot second to clear his name, but he didn't, because there's nothing to clear, because you've been exposed. You are a fake, you are a freak, and you are a fraud, okay? They ask me all the time who should be off the show, and I say freak and fraud, okay? So that ain't cute. That's not cute. Coming up with fake tea, that's really lame, okay? Y'all look real lame out here in these streets, and it's not cute. I stopped watching, I unsubscribed, and I'm just done. Okay, I'm just done with it. It's tacky, okay? You look tacky out here in these streets, okay? So stop. Y'all is so raggedy, okay? Y'all is so motherfucking raggedy. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to create a great day. I'll be back maybe tomorrow with a new video. All right, bye you guys.